arts insurance programs, and we work with specific insurance carriers and specific brokers that understand the arts and what artists do, it's much easier to go through us, apply right online through our website, and then get a quote and purchase it and have the insurance company understand what you're doing, as opposed to going through an insurance company on your own and filling out an application that says, like, what are the risks, and not knowing what that is. Instead, we ask questions like, what are the ages of the students that you're teaching? What are the classes that you'll be teaching? How many days a week? How many students in your class? So we make it applicable to you as an artist. We also have a film liability insurance program, a public art insurance program, and again, these are just programs that we've made specific to the artists, knowing what they're doing and understanding what they're doing in their communities. So really easy to use, and I've used them for my own artistic projects. My colleagues have used them. Fractured Atlas has used them as well. So I want to move away from insurance, which is kind of the boring topic, and can always sound a little sales pitchy. But one of the other programs, I realize that many of you are your own 501c3 nonprofits, but I'm not sure if anyone on the call is starting out and does not yet have that nonprofit status or is looking to get some type of status like that. But we have a program called Fiscal Sponsorship, not physical sponsorship like the body, but fiscal as in money. And we are the largest arts fiscal sponsor in the country with close to 1,600 projects nationwide. And this is for both individual artists and arts organizations. So even if some of you are doing something separate from your organization and want to get your artistic endeavors sponsored, you can definitely do that. So what we do is basically fiscal sponsorship, and you've maybe heard this term in other capacities like umbrella organization or fiscal agent. As Fractured Atlas is a 501c3 nonprofit, we basically act as an umbrella so that you, as an individual artist or arts organization, can solicit tax-deductible donations towards your work. And it could be a singular project like, we're doing this one production over these dates, or it can be your whole work as an artist or organization that you get sponsored. So then it's really up to you to do the fundraising. You go to your patrons, your family, your friends, and at a certain point you can apply for grants if you're interested in doing that. But you do the fundraising yourself, and people can make the tax-deductible donation to Fractured Atlas that then goes to your project. And we keep a whole fiscally sponsored fund on our website for you to manage, just like you would an online bank account. I've used the program twice for two of my theatrical productions. Once I got sponsored for a theater company that we were just starting out. Another I did separate from the company and did it just for one production. And it worked out really well. We just solicited mainly our friends and our family, and for one project we raised $5,000. For another we raised another few thousand. And there are some artists from all different walks of life, from theater to dance to visual to otherwise, living in rural communities, urban communities, doesn't matter. Some of our artists have raised hundreds of thousands of dollars through this program. I mean, you really have to be a great fundraiser, but we give you some of the tools with that, which I'll talk about in a moment. But our fiscal sponsorship program is really terrific for basically allowing you to either build yourselves up until you get to a level that makes sense for you to get your nonprofit status, or alternatively, just so you can, be your own organization and not have to worry about all those tax and IRS requirements that come along with having your own 501c3 status. It costs a lot of time and a lot of money to get that status, and those of you that have it, kudos to you for either putting in that time and that money to get it. But the fiscal sponsorship program can be viewed as really a great way for training wheels to get that status, or again, just to kind of have it on your own. So if you have questions about that, we can talk about that towards the end, but it's a really terrific program. And as I mentioned, alongside of that, having the education surrounding fundraising, for example, we're delving into a whole new area of professional development at Fractured Atlas. Specifically, we've just recently launched 3 online courses one in fundraising, one in marketing, and one in professional identity, sort of who you are as an artist or organization, your aesthetic, and how it's unique as opposed to other organizations. Um, those three courses are completely free to anyone to take. They are not webinars where you need to sit down on a Thursday at 4 o'clock to take it. We know that your lives are hectic and that you're either in rehearsal or have 50 million other things to do. So you can take these at midnight in your pajamas if you really want, and you can take them at your own pace. Those three courses, as I mentioned, are free. We developed them in-house and with a consultant. And we actually will be adding about 8 or 10 new courses in the next 1 to 3 months. You'll see them on our website. We'll announce each one as it launches. And again, these are all in the business area of arts. So some of them have been developed by faculty members at universities, some by arts consultants, others by artists who just have a knack for the particular area that they're going to be teaching. And these will include everything from writing fundraising letters to marketing using social media to board development and things along those lines. And again, some of these will be free. Some of them will be at a lower cost if it's like an intro level course. And some of them, the more advanced courses, might be a little bit more. We're still determining the prices of those. But check back on our website if you're interested in those. I would really love to get feedback from you if you do take them, so please feel free to email me or give me a call and send me your thoughts on the courses. As I said, the first three are launched and ready to go. They're really interactive, they're really irreverent and kind of fun to go through. We try and keep everything light, fun and funny, and so people have been telling us that they really enjoy it. But as I said, we're delving into a whole new world with these courses, and online learning is relatively new, especially in the arts world, and so we'd love to get your feedback on these. And they can definitely help, especially with the fundraising, whether or not you have your nonprofit status or whether or not you are fiscally sponsored. They can give you a great introduction to that issue and figure out, how to make your next move in terms of fundraising, marketing, etc. So we're really proud of those. But again, they're new, and we'd love to get people using them. The other part of our professional development program has to deal with grants, which everyone loves. This is our micro grant program, and it's a smaller program. We have 2 deadlines per year, one in the summer and one in the winter, and the grants range from $250 to $1,000, and we award about 3 to 4 per cycle. And these are for specifically professional development efforts that you're doing either as an individual or organization. So in terms of creative development, you could be going for a residency, you could be going to a master class, something along those lines that will impact your long-term development as an artist or as a group. We also allow applications in for organizational or business development, so hiring a consultant or buying a new accounting software program or something along those lines. And the application is right online. You can apply at any time, but the actual deadlines are June 30th and December 31st, so the next deadline is December 31st. And even if you aren't awarded the grant, we personally review your application. The people that will be deciding on whether or not you get the grant is a grants committee made up of folks from either our Artist Advisory Council and or our board. But then if you're denied and you want to find out why, or you want our thoughts on your application, I'll personally go through your application and bring out some points that I think would help you improve on your next round if you choose to submit. And we're really happy to report that some people who have chosen to get feedback on their grant applications have then turned around and applied again and were awarded the grant. So that can also help with your grant writing skills if you're interested in doing that, and we really encourage people to get that feedback if they are interested. Something else I'll note, since I feel that a lot, or at least a few of the Roots members probably work or with some international groups as well from time to time. I don't know if Roots does this, and Shannon, feel free to chime in. But something that we've been doing recently, when people are bringing over international artists